If you have 500,000 or more saved in a 401k, IRA, TSP, any retirement account, and you don't have a plan for how that money will turn into income every single month for the rest of your life, well then this video will change the way that you think about everything. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. Having 500,000 saved is not the same as having a retirement plan. And the difference between those two things could cost you everything. I'm Samaya, founder of The Legacy Circle, and I've helped hundreds of retirees prepare for retirement the right way so they go into it feeling confident and having clarity. So let's dive into how to turn 500,000 into actual retirement income, because most people get this wrong. Now here's the problem. Most people spend 30, 35, maybe even 40 years building up a nest egg. They do everything right, they contribute, they don't touch it, they watch it grow. And then they get to retirement and think, okay, I'll just pull from this money as I need it. That's their plan, just pull from it. And I'm here to tell you that that is not a plan. That is a prayer. Because here's what nobody warned you about. The moment that you stop working and start withdrawing, the rules of the game completely change. And if you don't understand those new rules, 500,000 can run out faster than you think. Okay, so let me show you something really quick. This is our math reality check. If you just divide 500,000 by 20 years, which is the average retirement length, roughly, that's about $25,000 a year, which is $2,083 per month. Now add Social Security on that, and maybe you're getting by. But here's what that math doesn't account for. This is before taxes. And if this money is coming from a traditional IRA, a 401k, any pre-tax account, well, Uncle Sam is going to take a chunk of that $2,083 every single time you withdraw from it, which takes a little chunk out. Now that number's also before inflation. The $2,000 a month that covers your bills today might only feel like $1,400 a month 10 years from now. And finally, market losses. If your money is still invested in the market and then we have a bad year, and we will have bad years, your 500,000 can become 380,000 almost overnight, and you're still pulling from it. That right there is called sequence of returns risk, and it's the silent killer of retirement accounts. So 500,000 sounds like a lot, but without a strategy, it goes a lot faster than you think. Now I want you to sit with something for a second. What happens if you live till 88? 90, 92, which honestly is more common than people realize. But your money runs out when you were 82. What do you do then? You can't go back to work the same way because your health may not allow it. Your family has their own lives and you don't want to be a financial burden. And the government programs do exist, but let's be honest, they're not designed to give you the lifestyle that you worked hard for. I talk to people every single week who are terrified of this exact scenario. They don't say it out loud to their kids. They don't post about it, but in those quiet moments, they're scared. And the scary part is most of them have done everything right. They saved, they were responsible, they just didn't have anyone show them how to make it last. And that's exactly what I want to show you today. Okay, so let's get into actual strategy, because there's really 3 ways that people try to take a lump sum and turn it into retirement income. And I'm gonna break down each one, honestly, the good, the bad, and what I actually see happen in real life. Now, the first strategy is what most financial advisors default to. It's called systematic withdrawal, and you may have heard of the 4% rule. The idea is that if you just withdraw about 4% out of your portfolio each year, your money should last 30 years. So off of 500,000, that's $20,000 a year, which is about $1,667 a month from your savings. But here's the problem. The 4% rule was created back in 1994. It was based on market conditions that don't exist anymore. And it assumes that your portfolio performs consistently, which if you've looked at the market lately, you know it absolutely does not. So when the market drops 20%, and you're still pulling 4% out, you're not pulling from your gains anymore. You're eating away at your principal, and once you start doing that, it's very hard to recover. Systematic withdrawals work when markets cooperate, but retirement doesn't come with the guarantee that markets will cooperate. Now, the second strategy is annuity income. And before anyone in the comments says annuities are bad, I need you to stay with me, because what most people know about annuities is based off of one bad experience or one person who sold them the wrong product. There are many different types of annuities, and the right ones, when structured correctly, can do something that no other financial product can do. Guarantee you a paycheck every single month for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live and no matter what the market does. Let me show you what that actually looks like on 500,000. Now, I can't give you an exact number without knowing your age, your state, and a few other details, but as a general example, a 62-year-old putting 500,000 into a fixed index annuity with an income rider could generate somewhere in the range of $2,800 to $3,500 a month in guaranteed lifetime income. Now, that income does not stop when the market crashes. It does not stop if you live past 95. It is guaranteed by the insurance company for life. And here's the part that people sleep on. Your principal is protected from market losses as well. So while you're getting that guaranteed income, your account value is also participating in market gains through the index crediting, but it's not participating in any market losses. So you can grow and be protected at the same time. That's the power of a fixed index annuity when it's structured correctly. Now, the third strategy, and honestly, the one I find myself recommending most often, depending on the client's situation, is a hybrid approach. Here's the concept. You split your money into two buckets. Bucket one, you put a portion, let's say 300,000, into an annuity that generates your guaranteed income floor. This covers your non-negotiables, your mortgage, your rent, utilities, food, insurance, the basics that have to be paid for no matter what. Now, bucket two, the remaining 200,000 stays invested in the market for growth, maybe in stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, whatever aligns with your risk tolerance. This money can grow and it can be used for travel, emergencies, legacy, but it's not your survival money. Your survival money is protected in bucket one. This approach takes the emotional stress off of your growth bucket because when the market drops, you're not panicking. Your income is still coming in. It's not affected. And that psychological safety, it actually leads to better long-term investment decisions too. I want to reframe something before I close this out. Most people come to me focused on how much they have saved, and I get it. That number feels like the report card. Like if the number is big enough, you pass. But the real question in retirement is not about how much you've saved. It's how long will it actually last? Because 500,000 managed poorly can run out in 15 years. And 500,000 structured correctly can generate income for 30 plus years and still leave something behind for your family. Same 500,000, two completely different outcomes. The only difference is strategy. Now, if you're watching this and you're somewhere between 55 and 67, you have money saved, whether that's 250,000, 500,000, more, and you don't have a clear picture of exactly how that money becomes income every month in retirement, you are exactly who I made this video for. And I don't want you to just watch this and feel informed. I want you to actually do something with this information, because information without action doesn't protect your retirement. And if you're within 5 years of retiring, you need to take some action. So here's what I want you to do right now. If this video made you realize that you don't actually have a plan, just a pile of money and a hope, I want you to book a discovery call with me. The link will be in the description below. And in that call, we're gonna look at your specific situation, your savings, your timeline, your Social Security, what you want retirement to actually feel like. And then I'm gonna show you exactly what your income could look like if you structured this correctly. There's no pressure, there's no pitch, it's just a conversation. And it might be the most important one you have before you retire. So the link is below. Click it, pick a time that works for you, and let's make sure your retirement money actually works for you for the rest of your life. Talk soon.